Joshua 9. When all the kings beyond the Jordan in the hill country and in the lowland and all along the coast of the great Mediterranean Sea towards Lebanon, the Hittite, Amorite, Canaanite, Perizzite, Hivite, and Jebusite heard this. They gathered together with one accord to fight Joshua and Israel. But when the people of Gibeon heard what Joshua had done to Jericho and Ai, they worked cunningly and went pretending to be ambassadors and took provisions and old sacks on their donkeys and wineskins, old, torn, and mended, and old and patched shoes on their feet, and wearing old garments, and all their supply of food was dry and moldy. And they went to Joshua in the camp at Gilgal and said to him and the men of Israel, "We have come from a far country, so now make a covenant with us." But the men of Israel said to the Hivites, "Perhaps you live among us. How then can we make a covenant with you?" They said to Joshua, "We are your servants." And Joshua said to them, "Who are you? From where have you come?" They said to him, "From a very far country your servant has come, because of the name of the Lord your God. For we have heard the fame of him and all that he did in Egypt and all that he did to the 2 kings of the Amorites who were beyond the Jordan, to Sihon, king of Heshbon, and to Og, king of Bashan, who lived in Ashtaroth. So our elders and all the residents of our country said to us, "Take provisions for the journey and go to meet the Israelites and say to them, 'We are your servants, and now make a covenant with us.' This our bread we took hot for our provision out of our horses on the day we set out to go to you. But now behold, it is dry and has become moldy. These wineskins bottles which we filled were new, and behold, they are torn, and our garments and our shoes have become old because of the very long journey." So the Israelite men partook of their food and did not consult the Lord. Joshua made peace with them. Covenanting with them to let them live, and the assembly's leaders swore to them. Then 3 days after they had made a covenant with the strangers, the Israelites heard that they were their neighbors and that they dwelt among them. And the Israelites set out and came to their cities on the 3rd day. Now their cities were Gibeon, Chephirah, Beeroth, and Kiriath Jearim. But the Israelites did not slay them, because the leaders of the assembly had sworn to them by the Lord, the God of Israel, to spare them. And all the assembly murmured against the leaders. But all the leaders said to all the the assembly, we have sworn to them by the Lord, the God of Israel, so now we may not touch them. This we will do to them. We'll let them live, lest wrath be upon us because of the oath which we swore to them. And the leaders said to them, let them live and be our slaves. So they became hewers of wood and drawers of water for all the assembly, just as the leaders had said of them. Joshua called the men and said, why did you deceive us, saying, we live very far from you when you dwell among us? Now, therefore, you are cursed, and of you there shall always be slaves, hewers of wood and drawers of water for the house of my God. They answered Joshua, because it was surely told to your servants that the Lord your God commanded his servant Moses to give you all the land and to destroy all the land's inhabitants from before you. So we feared greatly for our lives because of you, and have done this thing. And now, behold, we are in your hand. Do as it seems good and right in your sight to do to us. So he did to them and delivered them out of the hand of Israelites, so that they did not kill them. But Joshua then made them hewers of wood and drawers of water for the congregation and for the altar of the Lord to this day in the place which he should choose. Hi, Saint Benedict. Love you and God bless you too. Hi, precious. Wanted Clip. Welcome from India. Thank you so much. And sorry for the late reply. I'll continue to read chapter 10 and I'm gonna read the comment after reading. Joshua 10. When Adonai Zedek, king of Jerusalem, heard how Joshua had taken Ai and had utterly destroyed it, doing to Jericho and its king as he had done to Ai and its king, and how the residents of Gibeon had made peace with Israel and were among them. He feared greatly because Gibeon was a great city, like one of the royal cities, and because it was greater than Ai, and all its men were mighty. So Adonai Zedek, king of Jerusalem, sent to Hoham, king of Hebron, to Piram, king of Jarmuth, to Japhia, king of Lachish, and to Debor, king of Eglon, saying, "Come up to me and help me, and let us smite Gibeon, for it has made peace with Joshua and with the Israelites." Then the 5 kings of the Amorites, the kings of Jerusalem, Hebron, Jarmuth, Lachish, and Eglon, gathered their forces and went up with all their armies and encamped before Gibeon to fight against it. And the men of Gibeon sent to Joshua at the camp in Gilgal, saying, "Do not relax your hand from your servant. Come up to us quickly and save us and help us, for all the kings of the Amorites who dwell in the hill country are gathered against us. So Joshua went up from Gilgal, he and all the warriors with him, and all the mighty men of valor. And the Lord said to Joshua, "Do not fear them, for I have given them into your hand. There shall not a man of them stand before you." So Joshua came upon them suddenly, having gone up from Gilgal all night. And the Lord caused the enemies to panic before Israel, who slew them with a great slaughter at Gibeon and chased them along the way that goes up to Beth Horon and smote them as far as Azekah and Makkedah. And they fled before Israel while they were descending the pass to Beth Horon. The Lord cast great stones from the heaven on them as far as Azekah, killing them. More died because of the hailstones than the Israelites slew with the sword. Then Joshua spoke to the Lord on the day when the Lord gave the Amorites over to the Israelites. And he said in the sight of Israel, "Son, be silent and stand still at Gibeon, and you, moon, in the valley of Ajalon." And the sun stood still, and the moon stayed, until the nation took vengeance upon their enemies. Is not this written in the book of Joshua? So the sun stood still in the midst of the heavens and did not hasten to go down for about a whole day. There was no day like it before or since, when the Lord heeded the voice of a man. For the Lord fought for Israel. Then Joshua returned, and all Israel with him, to the camp at Gilgal. Those 5 kings fled and hid themselves on the cave of Makeda. And it was told to Joshua, the 5 kings are hidden in the cave at Makeda. Joshua said, roll great stones to the cave's mouth and set men to guard them. Do not stay. Pursue your enemies and fall upon their rear. Do not allow them to enter their cities, for the Lord your God has given them into your hand. When Joshua and the Israelites had ended slaying them until they were wiped out, and the remnant remaining of them had entered into fortified cities, all the people returned to the camp to Joshua and Makeda in peace. None moved his tongue against any of the Israelites. Then said Joshua, open the mouth of the cave and bring out those 5 kings to me from the cave. They brought the 5 kings out of the cave to him, the kings of Jerusalem, Hebron, Jarmuth, Lachish, and Eglon. When they brought out those kings to Joshua, he called for all the Israelites and told the commanders of the men of war who went with him, come, put your feet on the necks of these kings. And they came and put their feet on the kings' necks. Joshua said to them, fear not, nor be dismayed. Be strong and of good courage, for thus shall the Lord do to all your enemies against whom you fight. Afterward, Joshua smote and slew them and hanged their bodies on 5 trees, and they hung on the trees until evening. At sunset, Joshua ordered, and they took the bodies down from the trees and cast them into the cave where the kings had hidden, and laid great stones on the cave's mouth, which remain to this very day. Joshua took Makkedah that day and smote it, and its king with the sword, and utterly destroyed everyone in it. He left none remaining. And he did to the king of Makkedah as he had done to the king of Jericho. Then Joshua and all Israel went from Makkedah to Libnah and attacked Libnah. And the Lord gave it also and its king into Israel's hand. And Joshua smote it with the sword, and all the people in it. He left none remaining in it. And he did to its king as he had done to the king of Jericho. And Joshua passed from Libnah, and all Israel with him, to Lachish, and encamped against it and attacked it. And the Lord delivered Lachish into the hands of Israel, and Joshua took it on the second day and smote it with the sword, and all the people in it as he had done to Libnah. Then Horam, king of Geder, came up to help Lachish, and Joshua smote him and his people until he had left none remaining. From Lachish, Joshua and all Israel went on to Eglon, laid siege to it, and attacked it. And they took it that day and smote it with the sword, and utterly destroyed all who were in it that day, as he had done to Lachish. Then Joshua with all Israel went up from Eglon to Hebron, and they attacked it, and took it and smote it with the the sword and its king and all its towns and everyone in it. He left none remaining as he had done to Eglon, and utterly destroyed it and all its people. And Joshua and all Israel with him returned to Debir and attacked him. And he took it with its king and all its towns, and they smote them with the sword and utterly destroyed everyone in it. He left none remaining, as he had done to Hebron and to Libnah and its king. So he did to Debir and its king. So Joshua smote all the land, the hill country, the south, the lowland, and the slopes, and all their kings. He left none remaining, but utterly destroyed all that bread, as the Lord, the God of Israel, commanded. And Joshua smote them from Kadesh Barnea even to Gazer, and all the country of Goshen, even to Gibeon. Joshua took all these kings and their land at one time, because the Lord, the God of Israel, fought for Israel. And Joshua returned, and all Israel with him, to the camp at Gilgal. Thank you so much for sharing this precious time together. Fear not, nor be dismayed. Be strong and of good courage, for thus shall the Lord do to all your enemies against whom you fight. Because the Lord, the God of Israel, fought for Israel. May God's peace, love, blessings be with